Hello students, welcome in the lecture of Public Health Engineering. In this lecture, we are going to start unit number 2 of Public Health Engineering, that is the purification of water. In previous lectures, we had discussed the unit number 1 of Public Health Engineering, that is sources, quantity and quality of water. This unit is for 12 marks, and in that unit we had discussed the points, that is the sources of water, that is subsurface and surface sources of water. Then after that we had discussed the intake structure. Then we had discussed the demand of water. Then we had discussed the uh, types of demand of water. Then we had discussed how to forecasting the population. After that we had discussed the types of or characteristics of water and then tastes of water. Hope you all get this unit number 1 and concepts in the unit number 1. Now we are going to discuss the unit number 2, that is the purification of water. This unit is comes for 18 marks. Now the first point of this unit is objects of purifying of water. Now see what is the purification of water. In this unit we are going to see the some process of purification of water or the treatments of water. Now first point is objects of purifying of water or objects of purification of water. Now see what are the objects of purification of water. To remove hardness of water, to make water fit for various uses. It is the first object of purification of water, that is to remove the hardness of water and to make water fit for various uses. The purification of water is required. Then second, to eliminate the corrosive properties of water which affected the pipes. In purification of water, we are going to eliminate the corrosive properties of water which can be affect the pipes of purification or pipes of distribution systems. Then third, to remove the dissolved gases and color of water. By the purification of water, we remove the dissolved gases into the water and color which can be present to the water. Then fourth object or objective is to kill the pathogenic germs which are harmful to human health. By purifying water, we can kill the pathogenic germs which can be harmful for human health. These four are the objects of purification of water. First is to remove hardness of water to make water fit for various uses. Then second, to eliminate the corrosive properties of water which affects the pipe. Then third, to remove the dissolved gases and color of water. Then fourth, to kill the pathogenic germs which are harmful to the human health. Then fifth, to remove the iron and manganese present in water. The chemicals or the iron or manganese which can manganese which can be present in water is removed by the purification. Then sixth is to make water portable. To make the water portable, the purification is important. Or now see, to make water portable means, the portable water means the water which can be suitable for human consumption. That is to make water portable, the purification of water is required. Then to remove settlable suspended impurities and non-settlable colloidal impurities. To remove the settlable suspended impurities and non-settlable colloidal impurities means the impurities which can be settled at the bottom of water and the impurities which does not settle at the bottom of water, these impurities are removed by the purification of water. This is the objects of purification of water. Then the next point is purification processes. Now we had discussed the objects of why water are get purified. Now we can discuss the purification processes. Now we can discuss one by one all purification processes. First purification process is screening. When water goes under the water treatment plant to get purified, in this water treatment plant, first step or first process is screening. Now see what is screening. Water obtained from the surface sources contains suspended as well as floating matters. That is, when water is come from the source, it has some suspended impurities or floating matters. Then these floating matters and impurities are removed by screening. To remove these floating matters and impurities, screening are used. Now see this picture. In this is a screen. When water comes from sources is passed through this screen, and the suspended matters or the impurities in the water are stored at this screen, or it can be stopped at screen. Now see various types of screening. There are two types of screening. In that, first is coarse screen and bar screen. Now see what is a coarse screen or bar screen. The trap floating materials, the coarse screen or bar screen trap the floating materials from the water. They are in the form of bar grills, consist of 25 mm size bar spaced at 75 to 100 mm center to center. That is, this coarse screen or bar screen is of the grill or bar grill and have size 25 mm to or the 25 mm and spaced at 75 to 100 mm center to center. That is, the distance between two bars is 75 to 100 mm center to center. This is kept inclined at 45 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius for easy cleaning. The velocity of water through screen is not more than 0.8 to 1 meter per second. That is, the water is passed through this coarse screen or bar screen have the velocity in between 0.8 to 1 meter per second. Now see in this picture, this is a coarse or bar screen. This screen have 25 mm size bars. These white bars are of size 25 mm and spaced at distance 75 to 100 mm center to center. And see, it is a inclined. It is a inclined to 45 to 60 degrees for the easily clean. Now, second type of screen is fine screen. After coarse screen or bar screen, second type of screen is fine screen. The screen or the fine screen is provided after bar screen. Sometimes only fine screen are provided without bar screen. That is, the fine screen is provided after water is passing through bar screen, or in many cases there is no bar screen or coarse screen, only fine screen are provided. This is the fine screen. The fine screen are provided on drums or perforated materials having 6 mm diameter holes. That is, the fine screen are provided on drums. That drums are rotating drums and have the 6 mm diameter holes. Now see, this is the fine screen which is provided on drum. When water is passed through this fine screen, the drum is rotating and the impurities or the suspended matters from water is cleaned by this fine screen, and these matters are passed at this point. Drum rotated or removed material continuously in this process is known as the automatic screening. This process is known as the automatic screening because the rotated drum are remove materials continuously. Fine screens normally get clogged, hence required to clean. When the fine particles are come on the fine screen, then this screen get clogged and required to clean time to time. Therefore, nowadays fine screens are avoided. Nowadays in water treatment plant, fine screens are avoided, but automatic rotating fine screens are provided. This is the automatic rotating fine screen. This is the fine screen. Then after screening, second process of water purifying is aeration. Now see what is aeration. Aeration is the process of bringing the water in the intimate contact with air. The water absorbs oxygen from the air. The aeration is the process in which water is get or come in contact with air and absorb the oxygen from air. Then it can be remove the all gases from the air. This is the process of aeration. After water is passing through screening, it come to aeration. In aeration there is a steps are provided, and on these steps the water is passes, and while water is passes from these steps, it is come in contact with oxygen or atmospheric oxygen and remove the impurities or gases present in the water. Now see what are the objectives of aeration. Following are the objectives of aeration. First is removal of hydrogen sulfate from raw water. That is, when water is come contact with oxygen, it can be remove the hydrogen sulfate from water. Then removal of gases which are formed by organic decomposition. In water, when organic decompositions are takes place, there is a some gases create in the water. These gases is removed by the or these gases are removed when water is comes under the process of aeration. Then third is removal of chlorine odor. When water has the large amount of chlorine, this chlorine odor is removed by the process of aeration. Then removal of carbon dioxide to the extent of 70%. That is the up to 70% the carbon dioxide from water is removed by the aeration. Then next is providing oxygen. By aeration we can provide the atmospheric oxygen to the water. Then next point is advantages of aeration, not oxygen. There is a one correction. Advantages of aeration. Mistakenly I have written it is a oxygen, but it is not oxygen, it is a aeration. Now see what is the advantages of aeration. This method is very simple and required a simple equipment. The aeration method is very simple and it does not require any big equipments. It required only simple equipments. No skilled labor are required for this operation. There is no need of skilled laborers or persons for the operation of this process. It does not add anything to the mineral content of water because no chemicals are required for this process. This is very important. It does not add any extra mineral content to the water because there is no any one chemical used in this process. It is a very cheap and economical process. The aeration process is very cheap and economical. Hope you all get this aeration process. Then in next lecture we are going to see the methods of aeration. Means what is the methods when we can give the aeration to the water, or which methods is used to give the aeration process to the water. Hope you all get these points. Now we can just revise these points for better understanding. In this lecture, we had started the unit number 2, that is the purification of water. This unit is for 18 marks. Now we had discussed the objects of purification of water. There is a 7 objects of purification of water. In that, first is the purification process, remove the hardness of water and make water fit for various uses. It eliminates the corrosive properties of water. Then it removes the dissolved gases from water and color of water. Then it kills the pathogenic germs from the water. Then it can be remove iron and manganese from the water. Then it can make water potable, and it remove the settlable and suspended impurities and non-settlable colloidal impurities from the water. Then next point is purification of water. After objective, next point is purification of water. The first step or first method in purification of water is screening. Now see what is the screening. Water obtained from the sources contain the suspended or floating matters, and these floating matters from water is removed by the screening. That is, the water is passed through the screen. This is the screen. Then next point is types of screen. There is a two types of screen. First is coarse screen or bar screen, and second is a fine screen. This is a coarse or bar screen. In this screen, the bars are used of 25 mm, and it has spacing of 75 to 100 mm center to center, and it is a inclined because when these screens are inclined, it is easy to clean. It is inclined to 45 to 60 degree. Then second type of screen is fine screen. The fine screen are provided at drum. It is a automatic screening, and the fine screen have the holes of 6 mm. Then second process of water purification is aeration. After water is passed through screening, second is the aeration. Now what is aeration? Aeration is the process of bringing the water in intimate contact with the atmospheric oxygen. This is the aeration process. Then what is the objectives of aeration? It can be remove hydrogen sulfate from raw water, remove the gases from water, then remove the chlorine odor, then remove carbon dioxide and providing the oxygen to the water. Now what is the advantages of aeration? This method is very simple and required a simple equipment. Then there is no skilled labor is required for this operation of aeration process. Then it does not added extra minerals or chemicals into the water, and it is a cheap and economical process. Hope you all get these points. In next lecture we are going to see the methods of aeration. This is the very easy to understand. Thank you.